Right, so round two on Renault. So we've done the head gasket once. Obviously, if you watch that video, you'll see that it failed. 10 mile it did. It would perfectly fine while it was sat in the unit, holding temperature and stuff like that. As soon as we went out with it, you know, I drove it a little bit steady, and then I just give it a little tiny bit of boost, and it said, no, I don't like that gasket, and I don't like that cylinder head, and I don't like that engine, and I just don't like being alive, so I'm going to kill myself again. So yeah, it's spat all its water out. So now we're going to do it all again. So yeah, that's the car. She's been sat outside for a week, so, and she's been sat next to where we wash all his trucks and stuff, so she's absolutely filthy. She's covered in dirt and stuff. But anyway, so yeah, if you're into classic cars and stuff like that, obviously give us a like and a subscribe, because that's pretty much what this channel's all about. It's just gonna be us messing about with classic cars, as it says in the description if you read what we do. Me on my own at the moment, but I'm expecting that Ashley's gonna come. Not Ashley, sorry, Levi is going to come do his Astra, and Rob's on the back coming to do a bit on his XR2, but whether they turn up or not, I mean, it's Saturday today, so unfortunately pub's open on a Friday night, and that's where they end up. But anyway, so I'll spin you around, I'll show you what we've got for this car now, and what we're going to do, and we'll go from there. She's looking a sorry state, isn't she, at the moment? Like I say, she's been sat outside where we wash all trucks, so she's absolutely covered in stains of TFR, old water, even headlights got some water in it, some antifreeze in it from when it's kicked it out. So she's looking very sorry for herself, but she will be, well, say she will be. I hope to God that she will be okay today once I've done this. So what we've got, I'm going to show you what we've got. We have got a new gasket again. We've got some cylinder liner seals. We've got some new cylinder liners with Becker racing pistons in, so obviously got 4 of them, head bolts and a new head. So I don't know what can go wrong now, but I'm assuming something will go wrong, because I don't know how to work these engines for toffee. They're just so temperamental, you know, they are what they are. But so what I'm going to do, I don't think I'm going to bother getting a video of me taking it all back to bits again. But what I will do is I'll get a video of me putting these liners in. Obviously, to put these liners in and these pistons, I'm going to have to take the sump off, take the shells out, obviously take the connecting rods off. I'm going to pull the old pistons and connecting rods up all in one go with the liner. Obviously I'll mark which one goes where, because then we know where we are, because we're putting wrong connecting rods back in at wrong place and stuff like that. But yeah, by rights what I should have done is I should have bought set of bottom and bearings as well while I'm in there, because for the sake of 12 quid or whatever the cost. But this is another thing, you see, so this is the next thing to go wrong. That's what happens. So I'll fix this and at bottom end I'll go. Right, anyway, I'll get on with it, and you can see what's going on. 2 hours it took this time, 2 hours instead of 2 days, obviously because I've left out turbo and that on rather than taking it all off, because last time we took all that off, it's because we were taking box out as well. So yeah, hopefully these lines will come out quite easy, and then we can get some new ones in and put it back together, and it should be done for today. And if it is, then all well and good, and if it's not, then it's just tough shit. It's going to have to go in the corner and stay there, because I ain't got time to be doing this every weekend, unfortunately. So that's sump off. As you can see, you can just see liners poking the little heads through. So what we need to do now is we need to do each one of these. So we'll mark these up first, so we know which way they go back on. We'll knock it out, we'll put it back on anyway, but it's always good just to mark them so you know where they go, because they are fixed to So basically they only fit one way right, and if you put them wrong then the job's knackered. So yeah, obviously we'll give that a good clean as well. But yeah, you can see now what we're trying to get to. Let's try to get these off, push the piston and line them up all in one go. Hopefully that'll do that, solve that job. So all pistons are out now. We've marked up so we know that's front, and cap's got the same weight. So that's piston number 4. We've got a full group here today. There's all sorts of people here. Riff raff. You put a tool down and before you know it, it's gone. Anyway, so what we're doing now, we've got to take these pins out and the press pins. So I don't have a press here. We've got one next door, but we ain't got one here and the lad's not in. So what we're doing is we're just going to pull them out. Basically, I've already done one, but yeah. So basically, long bar, long threaded bar. That there is going to come through end of that there and end of that there. So it's big enough to come all the way through there. That's small enough to go all the way through there. So we'll pull this, and then obviously these the liners, the new liners. I've sat them in actually just to see if they fit, but we've done one already. New liners are in, but they're not in. They're just, I had to make sure that they were all same height, or the lower ones were out to each side rather than being in the middle, because if they're in the middle, they won't, what they call it at all, they won't seal at all. So cleaned all that up obviously in there. So I'm just going to push these pins out now. I'll probably get a quick vid of it, to be fair. You can see what we're trying to do, and yeah, stay tuned. So the plan is, yeah, we're going to heat that conrod up where that pin goes through to expand it a bit, and then we're going to tighten this up, and hopefully that's going to push that pin out. We've already done it once with this one, so we'll try to get that pin out of there, but it's pressed onto the conrod basically. So I'll heat it up now. I'll do it live probably. You can have a little watch and see if it works. So stay tuned. Obviously we're not using these pistons again, otherwise I would not be putting that up against that piston, because we've got a recess in there for a tool to go in if you want to get like that. But we're not using it again, so it doesn't really matter. We don't want to get it glowing or like that. We're not trying to make it go. We'll just try to get it hot enough so it expands that tiny little bit, and then you go down there, go through. Hopefully you let it go tunk, and then it'll start moving. That recess there is so you can put a tool or whatever in of the right size, so you're not putting it up against piston. So but we've got a socket somewhere on here. Don't know where it's gone. Obviously we could take this out of it and make it a bit easier, but then we've got to try and compress them rings with a ring compressor to get them back in. So rather than doing that, we're just winging it. Oh, we're not winging it, we know how to do it. These little seals here, they've got bottom there, his liner's just literally sitting, which is a bit of a bad idea in my opinion, but that's what it is. Right, so that's number 2. can probably tell what paint along with it. And that's front, like I said last time. Marked front up so we know which. There we go, notice top and bottom. So we just don't get this up the wrong way around. Yeah, we'll put that back in now, so there you go. You can see in there how clean them seats are. I was talking to a guy who rebuilds these engines and he says that they tend to rust down the bottom of here, which creates a lot of problems. But that is, I would imagine, about as clean as you're going to get for the 35-40-year-old car, in all fairness. So yeah, what we're doing now, so we're going to do this, slide this liner in. We'll take that cap off of there, take that cap off of there, like so. Put it over there. I'm going to put some oil on the crank, put some oil in there, put some oil at the bottom bit, and slide it on basically. Obviously it needs to be clean. I've cleaned down there already, cleaned the shells, but I've put a bit more oil on. But yeah, just literally a little tub of oil, and aiming up. Don't matter how much you get on, as long as you get enough. Cover it. Alright. So basically when we start this engine as well, we will not have an HT lead on, so it won't start straight up. We'll get his oil pressure again first before we start to think about putting fire to it. So yeah, this literally just slides in now. So like I said, that little sleeve there, that little seal there. I'm going to try and get it in there and on that with one hand. That's it, basically just push in like that. So obviously we need to put that cap on now, tighten it up. I don't know what newton meters it goes yet, I'm going to find out shortly. I'm going to have a Google. But yeah, I'm just going to repeat that process now for next two, and that's, like I say, that's not either. I'm just getting them all right height, because he says the man who I got them off says sometimes one might sit prouder than the rest, so he says you need to put that to a prouder one at either end, because your middle two they won't seal if you put it in the middle or something. I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, I'll just finish that process off and then we'll go from there. So I've just given this sumper clean out, and it will literally full of sludge at the bottom of here. Now this car's a well serviced car. I mean, I service it, I've had it 5 years or something, and I've serviced it probably 10 times. And it doesn't even do many miles, to be fair. But, so I've just cleaned this out, full of sludge at the bottom. And this drain plug here, if you look at it, it sits well higher than the actual sump itself. But I know that it's got, so if you look at it carefully, it's got like little tiny, let's say holes maybe you'd call them, for oil to drain through when the sump bolts out. So obviously when they get blocked up with a load of sludge, like obviously when it's bottom of this, then it won't come out of these little tiny holes anymore, it'll only come out a big one. So even when you think you give it a good service, you definitely aren't, unless you take it off, because even looking at the sump sits lower than the drain screw. So when it's sat straight, I can't really do it, but yeah, when it's sat straight, there's still, I bet you've got 20 mil worth of oil still sat in that sump, even when you think it's empty. And obviously over time, all that sludge sits at the bottom, and then your oil picks it up, and then your engine goes kaboom. So yeah, we'll clear the silica off now. I'm just going to put on group chat, Renault 5 group chat, see if anyone knows the torque settings for yeah, bottom end shells, bearings, conrods, whatever you want to call them. But yeah, anyway, so that's clean. Like I say, rods are all back in. I haven't tightened them up, but I've tightened them up enough, but I haven't tightened them up to the extent where they want torquing. I need to get torque settings, so that's my next job. That looks fairly clean, so I'm not going to bother cleaning that. But yeah, obviously I've cleaned these seats off, I've cleaned these, let me start again. I've cleaned crank off, for every time I've got to a bearing, I've cleaned it off, put some oil on it, put some oil at shells, put it up. Obviously they need to be absolutely perfectly clean, because if they're not and you get any kind of dirt in there at all, it'll pick up on bearing and it'll knack at bearing. So yeah, you really need to make sure that these are clean when they go back together. I know my garage is a right mess, but I've got clean parts of it, which is a cloth somewhere kicking about. Anyway, never mind that. So yeah, I'm on with it now. I'll get torque settings and torque that down, and then we'll start getting heading that back on, I think. Day 2, come to unit early, well, say early, and it would appear someone's already here doing something. Yeah, I'll turn you around and have a look. Okay, now, you must have got here early. What are you doing here so early? What are you doing? Chopping fucking a bit. Let's have a look under here. Oh, can you see my foot? Yeah, anyway, so we're on day 2 now. Rob's obviously got here a little bit earlier than me for once. Got some solo on today, bro. Heads on, tighten down, bottom ends back together, sumps back on, sealed up. Use some sealer. What I've done is I've put it on and then tightened it right up. So I'll let sealer go hard and I'll nip it up a little bit now, and it'll just squash that sealer. So yeah, we're on it. Right then, so that's all that back together. So like I say, I haven't put king lead on yet. Put some water in it, bled it up. We'll try and get some oil pressure now. Well, I'm going to spin it over and get some oil on things. I've already spun it over once before I put it all back together on top, just to make sure it was going right. Sounds to me like there's no compression there, but could be wrong. There's water coming out somewhere as well. Water coming out there somewhere, isn't it? Look at it. Seems to be going over very fast as that. It's all going wrong, isn't it? No compression there at all, is there? Oh, wonder what's going on then. Right, I shall come back in one momento and see if I can figure it out. Right, I'm back. So, I didn't do fucking tappets today, so obviously all valves are sitting open a bit. But what I don't get, yeah, is my cylinder head should be shorter than this one, because this has got 72 or 73 mil, yeah, and mine only measured 71, right? So if this is 73i, mine's 71i, surely I should have had more play between them, not the other way around. So obviously with it being taller, these con rods here, not con rods, sorry, push rods, shouldn't have been hitting these as much, because obviously this head's higher. So that doesn't make sense. But anyway, I'm going to set these tappets now and go again, see if that makes a difference. But I've got a good feeling that it will, to be fair. Well, I hope so, because if not, that job's knackered. Anyway, one momento. So, couldn't record that because I had to watch it on YouTube myself to figure out how to do it. But anyway, so how I did it was, so these two here, two inside are inlet. These two here inside are inlet. They need to be set to 20 on the feel gauge, so 0.20. Can't really see it, but anyway. And then exhaust, which is obviously that one, and that one, need to be set to 25. So what I did is basically, he said you do it by rule of 9 or something daft, but I couldn't understand all that because I'm really stupid and thick. So what I did is I just put like, if that one were down alt way, I knew that one should be closed alt way basically. So then I set that one and that one down next to it. So that's why I did it. I just did that all the way along. Hopefully that'll do the job. I don't know, but it's one of them. I shall put the rock cover back on and that bit back on, and then we'll see if it'll start then. So yeah, one momento. Right, it's back together. Going to give it a start now, but I tell you what I've done, I've lost my feeler gauges somewhere, and I'm hoping to God that I haven't left them in engine. Anyway, I'm going to go for the start. Okay, see what happens. So the set Can't get choke on because I can't reach it, but we'll see. Leads on. I think I'm going to have to put choke on, I can't. Oh. Come on, baby. Don't like choke at all, does she? So, I'll tell you what these are. There's loads of oil in cylinders, isn't there, where I put oil in balls to lubricate before it starts. Come on, baby. I think them leads are the wrong way around. How can leads be the wrong way around and the back in right order? I hate this car. Got to be that one because that's the only one that I can't see markings on. So, hopefully, if not, I'm going to have to use good old Google again to have a look, see if I can find them. Try that. So it says, are we ready? Go. Oh, baby. Water's coming through. See it? So, I'm not 100% sure if you're supposed to leave. I'm not 100% sure if you're supposed to leave them like revving high when you're just putting your pistons in them, or if you're just supposed to let them tick over or what. But sounds right, doesn't it? Right, so next job. Leave it ticking over, let fan come in, let's make sure that we ain't got no water leaks and stuff, and hopefully you can see the water coming through there, so it's definitely circulating. I have bled it, but I'm expecting it to smoke a little bit eventually because there's a lot of oil that's involved, but for now it's running, so I'm going to let it get to temp now. We'll go from there. Got good oil pressure on top there, it says, so yeah, we'll see how it goes. We're all here fucking hoping and praying. No, she's running alright, to be fair. Fan keeps kicking in. It sounds alright. Yeah, hopefully. Fingers crossed and all like that. We're just doing a heat cycle now, and I think I'm going to have to nip that down again. The fans just come on now. Yeah, man. Yep. I might get a video of it out and about now. So, yeah. So, I'm going to give it a clean underneath now because I'm hoping to God it won't be coming back on this ramp for a long time. So, we get rid of all this rusty water and that. So, basically, just going to fucking blab it death out of it with some TFR, and then thinking I might jet wash it, but I don't know if it's going to bother with my floor being wet through for a week, so I might end up just putting some brake cleaner. Doing this a bit wrong way around. I should be going that way. So a solid old car is this one. Very solid for the year. In fact, there's hardly any rust on it at all, really. A couple of little bits, but not to write home about. You know, for 30 odd year old, I think she's holding up pretty well. My pump gun's running out, so I'm gonna have to pump my gun again. Anyway, you get the idea. I'm gonna give it a good blast now. Get rid of all this crud. Hate crud under cars, especially when they're nice and clean up top. Does made in. Ah, beautiful. I think I might even get my brush over there, look, and brush it, just to be on the safe side, so we know that it's all done. I don't want to get wet really, but yeah, I'm going to brush that now, so I'll come back in a minute. Yeah, I've decided to jet wash it, so start back, work my way forward.
Pain in snow foam. Yep. So, that's going to be clean underneath, innit, when I blast all that back off. TFR'd it. I ain't done a contact wash. I couldn't be bothered brushing it. I couldn't be bothered messing about. Just going to let that do what it does and then put it back down. Yeah, and then that's it then. Hopefully it's all done. I won't need to be back under here again for another 5 years, hopefully. Well, I'm saying that. I'm going to obviously give it a service again. I'm going to run that a bit, obviously, with that oil in, because that's fresh oil anyway. So I'm going to run it with a little bit with that, and then I'm going to change oil again. But yeah, you can see all that brown, gooey mud has gone. So she's looking somewhat like clean again. I do take care of my cars quite a lot, but I absolutely am at death out of them. But I do take care of them as well. So, the garage floor's not looking too good though, is it? Get stated it. Anyway, I'm not in here, so once I've done this, I'm going home, and I think everyone else is coming back, so they're gonna have to walk around it water. Sunday dinner. Yeah, not the best lighting, but you get the idea. Something like clean now, or something like cleaner. So once go up tomorrow, I'll probably just get air blow and just dry off in all inside all crevices and that, and then I'll probably wax oil it again in a week or two, just to keep it as it is again. Yep. Well, we did first drive of it. Everything seems to be alright so far. Temperature gauge is staying there. Not really giving it any pass there, just going nice and steady. Oil pressure's good. Yeah, hopefully we fixed it, but I'm going to Vallett's now, so we'll see. I'll come back to you later. Well guys, she's all clean now, down at Vallett's. Looking the best, again, for now. Black, man, it's an hard colour to match, but an hard colour to get clean, but she's looking lovely. So, I'm going to go for the blast now, see how long it lasts for. Have a look inside. Look at that, beautiful. Beautiful. Oh. I'm going to paint that bonnet again because I'm not happy with finish on it. I mean, it is pretty flat, but I'm not happy with finish on it. I'm not happy with finish on that wing either. I need to take that headlight out because it's got a load of coolant in there. But other than that, looks pretty fresh. I need to paint that as well because that's a bit dodgy there. But yeah, looks nice, doesn't it? Pretty much done. And with that, DJB valeting. So if anybody wants a car doing in the Bradford area, get sent out to these lads because well, you see what it looked like before and you see what it looked like now. 50 quid, mate, you can't go wrong, can you? That sort of money. We fixed it! We hope. We'll do some right nice cinematic shots now of it going up and down, and then you can see smoke from my head and we'll break it again. Go on. Right. We've got to run this banner. Obviously we haven't tightened this up, so that's not good, is it? Just blown off. And now we're going to try to fix this little tiny screw with the biggest, massivest
roadside repairs.
Roadside repair. See, even little things slip expert mechanics' minds, and then mine as well. Broken it, bro.
Tighten it.
Let's tighten it. Oh, I'll tell you when I had it off. I had it off and didn't tap it. My bad. My bad.
Forgot to tighten it back up.
Yeah. I forgot to tighten engine back up as well, so that's next thing for adjustable. No, but we've got no oil leaks, we've got no water leaks. We've just got money leaks, hemorrhaging it.
go. Just like that, bro.
That's pretty much it. Yeah, it's done now, so it'll be about at shows and that again this year. Don't forget, if you like watching old classics and that and us lot messing about with them, then give us a like and subscribe and all that lot, and we'll put some new stuff on. We've got another video, Astra, coming soon, the Astra GT that we're doing. I'm going to get my daughter to come up and give us an hand taking the tailing that out, and then we're going to get some welding done on it. So yeah, give us a like and a subscribe if you want to follow what we do, and have a good day, peeps. See you in a bit.